Welcome to my channel, JC Diaz Uncensored. I hope you guys are good. Everybody's having a great day today. Um, I wanted to make this video because I I have my dad in my mind today. My dad passed away 2 years ago. He My dad suffered 4 strokes at the time. He was 57 years old. I was living in Florida and was at the end of going through a divorce when I heard the news that someone called me. My aunt called me from Massachusetts because my family lives in Massachusetts, and she told me, your dad he had a stroke and he's in the hospital and all that. So I ended up having to purchase a flight, and I flew out to Massachusetts. Um, my dad was paralyzed. I think he was out for 2 weeks, like in a coma. Like literally, we didn't know if he was gonna wake up. And finally, he woke up 2 weeks later. He suffered severe, like, lack of movement. Like he couldn't move. He was completely paralyzed. He lost movement on his legs. He lost movement on his arms. He could barely talk. Um, so I ended up moving because I was living, by myself in Florida. I decided to move back to Massachusetts and take care of my dad while he was alive, just so, at least to spend the time that he was gonna be alive. Like before he left, the doctor told me, your dad, first of all, it's a miracle he survived because he suffered 4 strokes on both sides of the brain. Usually, when somebody suffers a stroke, it's usually on one side of the brain, but he suffered strokes on both sides of the brain, which reason why he was completely paralyzed. And the doctor told me, if your dad lives 1 year, is gonna be a lot. Like your dad won't last about a year. And so, the only thing I'd recommend is that you stay with your dad. Try to make him feel as good as long as he's alive. Take care of him and stuff. But your dad won't last a year. And so, we already knew that this was gonna happen. That eventually he was going to pass. So we did the best that we could. We took care of him in the house. Ended up moving to Massachusetts. Rented the first floor of my aunt's house, and my dad was there with me. And eventually, he kept getting worse and worse. It got to a point where my dad my dad couldn't even talk anymore. So we ended up bringing him out to. We had to bring him out to a hospice place where they will take care of him for his last days. And eventually, one day, my dad passed. And since then, since my dad passed, I've been missing my dad. Like, before I used to call my dad on Saturdays and ask him, how are you, Dad? What's going on? And we will talk for about 15 to 20 minutes, which we didn't talk for a long time because my dad wasn't a man that liked to talk too much. But those 15 to 20 minutes at least made me happy, and made him happy for that time that we talked. But I don't know, man. I miss my dad. It's like I realized once my dad was gone, I was like, wow, like, that generation is already like leaving, so is leaving Earth. So now I am that generation. I'm in his position now, to my kids, because I have two kids. So I'm in that position now. I am my dad to my kids, and it was the idea realization that wow, like you know, I I can't run home anymore. I realized that, like, how when you are growing up as a kid, you, no matter what, you're going home after school. You're going home. You're going to your dad or your mom or your grandpa, whoever is raising you. But once that person is gone, you realize you're like, whoa, I have, I'm not going, I don't have anybody to run to. Like I have myself, you know what I mean? And I do have my aunt alive, but she's not my dad, and I do love my aunt as my mom, but she's not a man. A man will understand another man. And sometimes I think about it, I'm like, man, like I do miss my dad. And days like today, I would like to call him and say hi, but I can't because he's already gone. In moments like this is when I realize, wow, life is short. Like we come to this earth and we think we have all the time in the world, but we don't. Like we are in borrowed time in this world, and we need to take advantage of the time that we have. Like every 24 hours that we wake up is God giving us another opportunity to do something with those 24 hours. And sometimes I think about how many people waste their time. They don't enjoy their time that they're here. They don't take advantage of the 24 hours they get every day to wake up and do something good. And we work and work and work our whole lives. Some of us don't travel all the time. And we work until we're like 65, 67, and then we die. And that's it. We didn't do anything special in our lives. And I think, I don't know, I just wanted to make this video because I wanted to, maybe whoever listens to this video, just motivate that person. Like, don't waste your time. Like every time you wake up in the morning, you give thanks to God and say, thank you, Lord, for allowing me to wake up again for 24 more hours. What am I going to do with these 24 hours? Let's do something productive. Let's do something purposeful, something with purpose, because we are on borrowed time. We are here one day, the next day we're gone. You know how many times I told my dad, why don't you come down to, when I was living in Florida, come down to Florida, come and visit me, and stay here for a couple weeks or whatever. He never wanted to. He was just worried about making money and working and saving and all that. And then at the end, he got sick. He didn't get to enjoy his money, and now he's gone. Like, it's sad, but that's the reality of so many people in this world. We come to this world, we get wrapped up in a routine, we don't take advantage and of the time that we have, because we think, oh, we have more time, we always say that, oh, we have more time, I can do that later, we have more time. And then boom, one day we're gone, and that's it. The time that we thought that we had is gone. Like, if you would have told me, I'm 47 years old. If you would have told me when I was 20, hey, one day you're going to be 47. To me, I would have said at that time, you're crazy. That's so far ago. That's so far ahead. I'm not even worried about it. But guess what? Today I'm 47 and it went like this. So my message is, to whoever is listening out there, if you don't want to, not regret, because I don't have regrets, but if you don't want to wonder what would happen if I did this, just do it. You know what I mean? Just go ahead and do it. Don't wait. Don't wonder. Don't wonder what if I would have done that. Just go ahead and do it, and then you don't have to. Then you get to find out. You know what I mean? And if you have, your parents, your friend, whoever, call them. Just call them and just say hi and say, hey, you good? Because we're in borrowed time. Like, if you would have told me 2 years ago that my dad today wouldn't be here and I wouldn't be able to call him, I would have said you're crazy. But the reality is today he's not here and I can't talk to him. And I do miss my dad. I miss my dad a lot. Like sometimes I wake up in the morning and I'll dream about my dad and I wish I could call him because not having another man, especially your dad, in your life, is a big deal. Even if I'm 47 years old, but to me, he was always my dad, and that was the person that I could call and say, "Hey, this is happening to me, Dad. And what do you think about this?" Because he was a man; he will understand. And but today he's not here. Like I miss my dad. I definitely miss my dad, but don't waste your time. Like if you wake up, thank God for that day, for giving you 24 more hours. Call your loved ones. Tell them you love them. Don't waste your time because time is going by and we don't even realize how fast time goes by. I just wanted to make this video. I don't know. I just miss my dad. It's just as simple as that. And I wish he was here. I know he is in a better place. He's doing better. But at the same time, I wish he was here because sometimes I want to talk to him and I can't. So this is JC Uncensored, my YouTube channel. Please hit like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys when I make another video. I'm trying not to cry. I'm trying to stay strong, but I do miss my dad, guys. Like you have no idea how much I miss my dad. I wish he was here. I really wish he was here. I love you, Dad, whatever you are, and please, guys, don't waste your time. I hope this video, serves a purpose with you today. Love you guys. Have a good night and take care. Have a good rest of your week, and I'll see you on the next video, guys. All right. Peace.